in the trading room. Take the lick, keep the frame, same old game. Stay in the game. Funky stop, take the blow, don't drop. Funky stop, ride it out, hold your spot. Funky stop, when the market shakes. Funky stop, stay till the turn breaks. Maybe later it clears, maybe later it flows. Maybe the hard stop is the lesson that grows. I've been bruised before, still I came back mean. Nothing stays broke in this money machine. Funky stop, take the blow, don't drop. Funky stop, ride it out, hold your spot. Funky stop, when the market shakes. Funky stop, stay till the turn breaks. Take the blows, stay in the game. Take the blows, wait on the flame. Funky stop. I was green on the screen, had the whole thing planned. Then the tape went wild like a brick in my hand. It got kicked ass, got ripped right off the floor. News bomb hit fast and it kicked my door. I had a clean. Screen still glows. A kettle cold, but my hand still goes. I'm off that range with a coffee stain. Clean mind, sharp eyes in the moonlight train. Order stacked like cards in the deck. I wait my turn, I don't blink yet. One clean setup, that's the code I live. Half asleep, but I got more to give. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling. I want that moment. Trade clean, trade smart. London calling. I came to earn it. Read that candle, read that spread. Take the compact, keep my head. I lost before, I learned that sting. Now I cut my fear on a tighter string. Every dawn is a test I choose. If I want the crown, I'll pay my dues. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling. I want that moment. Trade clean, trade smart. London calling. I came to earn let the doubt get loud. I stayed on my feet, I stayed unbowed. One more shot, the life I chose. One more step when the market waits. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trade free, trade smart. London calling, London calling. Came to earn it. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, huh. Hey. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. First bell hits and the floor goes hot. Screen stop flashing, don't miss your spot. Price line moving like a stray bullet round. Keep your hands steady, keep your feet on ground. Order stack up, then the slip away. Every tick a test, every second pays. Woo! I can feel that roar through the iron door. Everybody praying for a little more. Hold your breath now. Read the tape fast. One wrong move and it won't last. Open fire. Open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire. Open fire. Live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line. Take the hit, then take your time. Open fire, hold your name above the wire. Buy side sharks in the morning crush. Sell side wolves in a sudden rush. Every green candle looks like a dare. Every red drop cuts the crowded air. Try to move clean in the panic storm. Stay alive when the numbers swarm. Grip that plan like a steel front gate. One deep breath can change your fate. Hold your breath now. Read the tape fast. One wrong move and it won't last. Open fire. Open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire. Open fire. Live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line. Take the hit, then take your time. Open fire. Open fire. Hold your name above the wire. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday's show. How's everybody doing? Sound check, mic check, everything good? Give me a +1. Good morning. Good morning. Jason, what was the email that you bought under? The reason I'm asking is because if you bought through Flux, which is our partner, all of that is going to be updated within a day or two. I just gave them the latest version that you're going to have. So as soon as they update it, I'll let you know. I think you probably bought them from Flux. That's why it looks different, because it's still the old version. It doesn't quite have all the functionality that I have in this one. But they are working on it right now, and it should be within a day or two. Certainly by like Monday, you're going to have the most current version. Okay. If it's not from them, if you bought it directly from us, then just email me now to contact.bktraders.com with your email, and I can look it up and I can respond to you. Good morning, happy Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's start with, I think, the most important principle that we can operate from a signal point of view, not from a money management point of view, from a signal point of view. And that principle just was so much in evidence today. It always just amazes me how that is this is the truest thing in trading. So let me take you to London Open. I was up from 3 o'clock because I was working on stuff. So I was trading this, right? Just want to show you, put you into this movement. So we start at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? As London trade, relatively flat trade. We're 29.6. I'm going to take you step by step. And then we start hitting London lows, right? Now, the temptation for anybody who's trading is like, oh, here's a bounce off London lows. I got to buy the bounce, right? I got to buy the bounce. Here's a temptation to buy the bounce. Nope, it gets shorter. Ooh, they're really, really selling it hard. You know this is kind of oversold. I think it's time to probably take a dip, put your toe in the water, take a dip because it's gonna bounce. Is it gonna bounce? Maybe just a little bit, but nope. It just falls even further. Well, maybe now it's going to bounce for sure. It's totally oversold. It's right in front of the 500. Is it going to bounce? Nope. A little bit of an error. Oh, this looks like it's a big recovery candle. Is it going to bounce? Nope. Every one of these is it going to bounce trades is a bleed out, stop out. It's a bleed out, stop out because there is no legitimate signal that a turn has taken place until here. This is the first time you see a diamond print. And it's only here on a diamond print that you could confidently enter on a reversal trade. So my point is that it is so tempting to try to, buy these dips, buy the dips. Yours only. I was buying it here. I got stepped out until eventually I finally waited patiently, reversed, and recovered and made profit in all my trades. But we all fall for this mistake all the time. We never wait for the actual bounce signal. Right now, we recover here. We come right back here. By the way, I shorted this because this was a clear move here. Is there a bounce here? Do you want to buy the double bottom? No, there's no signal for you to buy the double bottom. You know when there's a signal for you to buy the double bottom? Not here, here. This is the first signal to buy the double bottom. This is the first true signal to buy the double bottom, and only then do you have any confidence that the thing is going to rally, and it eventually rallies. Let me close this up, and I think here's where we stand right now. So super important. Now we have a buy scalp here. Let me see if I can get into this trade. I'm in the wrong trade. Wrong account. Let me get out of this account. Sorry, I was in the wrong account. I wanted to be in the 79 account. All right, I'm gonna wait for the next signal. Sorry, I'm yapping, so I forgot to take the change the accounts. We're actually taking out Tokyo lows. So we ran all the way from London lows, 100 points down, all the way up. Give me a +1 if you're telling me you understand what I'm talking about. Give me a +1 if you tell me that you've been there trying to bottom fish the dip, thinking, oh, it's got to be done. I got to buy this dip. And not really waiting patiently until a turn happens. Most common, most obvious, and frankly, most correctable mistake in the world. Really, the most correctable mistake in the world. Jason, did you email me? Can you email me so I can track your email? It's contact. Let me put this in here. contact@bktraders.com. All right, we are. I put it into the. It's in the chat right above your notice. Just it's right in chat. You buy undercuts all the time and sell uppercuts. You mean you're trying to buy dips and you're trying to sell rips? Is that what you're saying to me, PG contract? The most obvious error that everybody makes, including yours truly. Is that what you're doing? Okay, we have. I'm going to buy this this trade over here because tape is bullish. Sell off is bearish. So we're going to see if this is a buy to dip trade over here in the 79 account. In my next account, may not be, may be a reversal. I mean, we're negative trend pretty much most of the morning. Worth a shot because I'm going to trust the tape versus the signal. Remember the hierarchy of our structure is tape, signal, right? In terms of what dominates flow. This, however, is also, honestly, this is also a failure at Tokyo lows, right? It's kind of an interesting trade here. It's a failure at Tokyo lows positionally. So you could make this a negative trade. I'm actually gonna take this prop. Because honestly, the more I'm looking at this is a failure at Tokyo lows. The only problem is here, and this is a very kind of an interesting structure here. Well, I guess VWAP would be your next level, so 612. So let me just try this again. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to see if my short bias is going to be the better bias at this point. The reason why I'm kind of selling this is because this is really much more a failure at Tokyo lows that I want to capture. Now, the only thing is that when we're trading session level trades, these are trades against key levels during the session. In this case, this is the Tokyo low session. The absolutely proper stop here has to be all the way up here. Which means the proper target has to be somewhere down here. So this becomes a much bigger, longer positional trade that we have to give ourselves a lot more time to develop. And that is, if you're gonna trade session level trades, that's the only way to trade them properly. You can't trade them just at near-term highs, because near-term highs are just there to be taken out by stops. They all know, everybody knows, they see these highs, they can run them to the highs. The true failure of this signal is if we rally all the way to the next level, right? It's sort of like a multi-stage marathon where you go from one post to the next post. And if you haven't reached that, the next target, you really haven't completed the circuit. So in this case, the price really hasn't completed its circuit of recovery unless it comes all the way up to VWAP, right? So I am basically betting on the fact that there'll be a failure here. The Tokyo low, we're going to start coming back down. Okay, we don't trade dollar here. We're only scalping, and we're only scalping NQ. So I'm glad you have views on the dollar, but we didn't really trade it. Oh, I don't see you coming in. So I think, Jason, you did come in under flux. Yes. So as I told you, I think it's going to take probably maybe tomorrow, but very latest Monday. You should have, yeah, maybe very latest Monday. You will you'll have that. Okay, Jason. I'll I'm checking with my partners. You know, they have all the information. They should be updated by then, and then you'll have the absolute newest version. So is everybody clear about the structural the structure of a level session trade? This is Tokyo low. We're failing at Tokyo low. Failing at Tokyo low. And our legitimate stop is all the way up here. We got to take a massively large position against this in order to be able to absorb, in order to be able to truly, enter this positional trade. Now, you don't have to take the positional trade. You can just say, it's too much risk. I don't want to take the positional trade, so on and so forth. And that's fine. I'm taking it right now, mainly just to kind of show you. I have small size on this thing. It's not going to kill me if it works or it doesn't work. But if it's not going to work, it's not going to work for the right reasons. The most important thing is not, is to get stopped out for the wrong reasons, which is just simple noise, volatility noise, right? When you're trading sessions, the only logical place to trade is session to session, which in this case, you see these are really, really wide gaps. Trading session to session today is very, very large, large movement structures. So you got to be prepared for large movements for or against in your direction. We had a big sell-off in equities right now. Held the 20, it came below 2,500, held it. Let's see if it's going to be a full reversal right now, or a test back to the London lows. Yeah, when it when they let me know, I'll let you know, and you can just delete and reapply or refresh. Either way, it will show up. If you delete and reapply, it's the easiest way. It makes you're for sure to get the latest version. Good morning, guys. People crawling into the room. Nice to have you. Nice to have you, everybody. We are holding just one session level trade here in NQ. Against NASDAQ, against the Tokyo low, sort of a failure around the Tokyo low level. But, it's not really failing. It's kind of holding its level. So I can't say I really love this. I think I might actually, you know what? I'm going to flatten out on this trade. I'll tell you why I'm going to flatten out on this trade. Oh, look at that. I started going down. I want to focus more on scalp trades today than session level trades, just mainly not because scalp trades are better. In fact, you can make the argument that they're worse, but because they are very controlled risk, and they have there are certain key properties that are very important to master. And and the better you master them, the better you're going to do. There's this article I read last night. I got to go find it. I wonder where it is. I wonder if it's in. Did I see? Trying to see if I saved it to my. No. Let me see if I can find it on Grok. It's an article on regret minimization, and Let me see. Let me see if Grok has it. Maybe we'll search together right now. I gotta sign in. Sorry. I was wrong. We actually did come down. I should have stayed in the trade. Sorry, I gave the trade up. But I want to focus on scalping just now, not on session trading. So we'll just leave that be for a sec. But I wanted to find this article for you guys. Hang on. Where is this? Got it. Article. Organization. Trading broker. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I don't want to write article. Stop. Find the article on X. Huh. It's not the same one. All right. I guess it's not. I'm not finding it on X. Okay. Nothing much going on over here. So we're pretty cool. That was a mistake. I should have held. The problem is, you either treat this as a scalp. I guess maybe that's sort of like the only way I have to look at it. I didn't want to take like the massive absorbable loss here on the session level trade for a couple of reasons. I'll explain to you in just 1 second. Let me just see if this came up with anything. No. Oh, no. This was a recent post on X. Find it. God, Grok is horrible. Jesus. Could this suck? All right, let's try this one more time with Gemini. Recent post on X about regret minimization, trading, and poker. Yeah. Okay. So I can't find the actual article, but all of this actually really summarizes the whole point. Um, what what this is all about is they started teaching algorithms good move, bad move. And the way they would teach algorithms good move, bad move is if you made a move and um, it had a positive, had a positive result, you marked it positively. If you made a move and had a negative result, you made it negatively. So the next time you saw the same structure, you weighted accordingly to your prior move. So like the whole point is, regret minimization. We talked about the idea of buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. Every time you bought the dip, you got stopped out, right? In that example that I showed you. And then every time you bought the green diamond, it actually was a positive move. So you teach the machine not to really care about context or about anything else, but just um, do more positive things and less negative things. Uh, and as a result of that, when they taught the machines those qualities, especially in a game like poker, right, where there's a lot of variance, there's a tremendous amount of variance. Just like in trading, poker is close to trading in terms of variance. In other words, you're trading blind and you're playing blind, right? Because you don't have all. In chess, you have the whole board in front of you. It's an open game, so you can see every step forward. You can imagine every step forward. In poker, you're trading blind, and in trading, you're trading blind because you can't see the next minute, the next order flow, the next potential news piece. So you're always trading blind, right? So in a blind game, your only defense or your only offense is to actually do more of what was working in the past and less of what was not working, right? Just making less and less. You mark every single action as like positive one, negative one, just for argument's sake. I mean, obviously they have a much more complicated marking mechanism, and only try to take actions that are +2, +3, and not take any actions that are positive, negative. It's actually like if we're trading, as I think about this, numerically, it's actually not that difficult to apply this during day trading. It's sort of like applying card counting, but but counting. And what I mean by this is like, let's say I made a scalp trade here. Here's a scalp signal, right? And this particular scalp signal worked. Then I counted as +1. Then there's another diamond signal, and I made another trade, and it was +2, right? Then I decided to I decided to fade. I decided to buy the dips, and this was -1, -2. This actually was positive. This actually turned out to be positive, +2. But like over the last 2 or 3 hours, you count the trades that worked and you count the trades that didn't work on just a count basis, and try to trade more of the ones that didn't and less of the ones that didn't. In a very clear fashion was buying the dips, buying here, buying the reds. Clearly did not work at all. Like it was like a -5 count, right? Whereas buying the the pop outs absolutely did work, right? Buying the greens. So it's a very, very simplified version of regret minimization algorithm. But the point is that if you kind of train yourself to that structure, you will trade better. You'll just simply trade better because you're going to make less. It's not so much that you make better trades, you make less worse trades. And that's the key thing, is to make less worse trades. The better trades are good by definition. The less worse trades are the ones that are tough to make, right? So no signals for us here because it's just no scalping signals. These are all diamond signals against the session, which are proving that the Tokyo low is failing. And we may be, maybe moving more to the downside. So I'm going to be looking for the next scalp trade, and just try to basically stay true to that idea of just taking only those trades that we have high confidence in, and not taking any trades that we don't have any confidence in. Because I do this, we do this all the time. We're like bored, and we're like, this looks like it's a sell. Let me just sell it. But there's no signal here, and you're basically doing, that negative trade. See, if you had sold here, you got stuffed. You got totally stuffed on this trade, on a reversal trade. However, now, this is actually an interesting trade. Where am I? Which account am I in? 79. Okay. This is actually a legit scalp trade for us. And I'm short here. Let's see if we can get the trade working. So what's like the biggest regret trade you usually do? I'll tell you what mine is. It's certainly not this one, because this one is actually very minimal regret. And this is actually part of what I tried to talk about yesterday. My biggest regret trades I make are large size recovery trades, where I'm like, down a couple 100 points, and then I bet 1,000, 1,000 points, try to make them back. What about you guys? What's your biggest regret trades you make? Post them in the comments. Let's see what everybody regrets the most doing. Mosey says oversized revenge trades. That's his biggest regret trade. What about anybody else? I'm not exiting circle before it tanked. So does that mean being too greedy in your positions, DJ? Is that what the regret was in that particular, like oversizing from SJ? Oversizing initially, or oversizing on a revenge trade, SJ? Try to make it as precise as possible. Like, think through the most regret that you have in the most precise way. Holding on too long to a losing trade. How do you hold on to that trade, Gringo? Do you hold on to it without a stop? Do you hold on to it just through time? Like, you're just letting time, you're holding your stop, but it's just holding for your time. Like, what do you mean by too long on a losing trade? Again, try to refine it specifically. AJ, so coming in too large initially, SJ, okay, regret minimization. That's it's an interesting problem. How do you hold on to your trade too long, gringo? Thinking it will turn. I see. But do you have a stop? Or are you it's just a thought and a prayer trade? What we call a thought and a prayer, where you just, you long a position, no stop, hoping it will recover. DJ says chasing a trade too, regret minimization, right? Okay. So I took the scalp to the downside, not quite fully target because it was taking quite a long time, and I had a chance to recover it, so I'll take it here. Same here. I tend to extend or remove the stop loss, and they get blown up always. Okay, so let's isolate that behavior. The one behavior. What's the one behavior a lot of you guys are doing that clearly blows up your accounts? Which is pulling the stop, right? Pulling the stop, very, very common, um, very, very obvious behavior of almost every retail trader. One of the things you'll notice is that hopefully, the worst you've seen me is adjust the stop, but you've never, and I haven't done that in ages, but you have never seen me pull a stop, right? That's a behavior I've managed to stomp out of myself. So again, like if I want to become a better trader, here's one thing, just one thing that I need to stop doing. Pulling the stop, right? Doesn't matter if I, if the trade eventually worked, doesn't matter if this could have been a huge recovery, doesn't matter any of those things, because regret minimization works on not this particular instance, but on every instance going forward. Think about it in this way. If in 100 times you pulled a stop, how many of those 100 times would you succeed? I don't know. Let's just for argument's sake, say 30, 40 times, right? That means you're guaranteed to lose 70% of the time. The truth of the matter is, if you pull the stop, it's almost 100% of the time that you're going. It's 10% of the time that you will recover the trade. Most of the time, you're just going to get burnt because the market doesn't care about the fact that you pull the stop. You're now accumulating more and more losses with every single tick, and it takes much less movement against you to take you out of the market, either as a margin stop or as a prop stop. Espresso and gasoline. Well, I'm Russian, but I guess I am absolutely Italian in my cultural orientation. I'm Mediterranean, frankly. That's my, I love the Mediterranean. That's where I, live my life culturally. But yes, that's funny. It's funny you noticed that. That's true. Totally. Anyways, guys, so you see what I'm saying? It's all about thinking through, not on this particular instant, but 100 instance forward. What's the scenario? What's the outcome scenario? And it's always going to be negative. So one simple thing to do, one act of holding, just honoring your stop, just honor your stop, right? Let me ask you something. Somebody, do you honor your word? Are you a man or woman of your word most of the time? Like, is your word your bond? Who is it? A Rush. In any other aspect of your life, is your word your bond? You say you're going to do something, do you do it? Okay. So you honor your word, right? You're a man of you're a man of your word. Like hopefully most of us are, right? I certainly think I'm a my word is my bond. If your word is your bond, why isn't your stop your bond? Right? You have no problem honoring your word, no matter how unpleasant it is. Oh, I got to do this task. I promised somebody to do this. Whatever. I promised my spouse I was going to, go to the store and buy shit, or I promised a customer that we were going to do this and we didn't deliver, so now I have to work extra hard to deliver it to my customers, so on and so forth. We all do this because we know that our word is our bond, right? Why isn't your stop your bond? Same thing. It's the exact same thing. You're dishonoring yourself by lifting the stop. It's like you're lying to yourself. You would never lie to yourself under any other circumstances, right? You'd accept responsibility and do the best you can. Same thing. Same thing. Think of it that way, and it becomes much easier to hold your stop. Just a matter of honoring your word, right? So, that's one really, really good activity that you could minimize. The other one is that I think all of us suffer from, I certainly suffer from it, is getting large to get even. Just a really, this is, to me, is a much harder habit to break than holding your stop is pretty simple. It's sitting on the chart. You hold it, it works, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But the temptation to get large to get even is so hard to do. And I don't think I have a great solution to it, but this solution that I talked to you about, which is you trade super small and you rotate. The point being is, if you lose in an account, you don't stay in that account. You literally physically force yourself to go to another account, and you don't go back to that account for at least half an hour, because you have like 5, 6, or 7 accounts you have to get through before you come back and address that red account. Just the physical separation away from that loss is in and of itself is a much better behavioral characteristic than anything else you can do. Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with you that you need large stops. In the way that we're trading on the scalp side, when we're scalping, we're trading 8 target, 20 stop, depending on where the ATR is. If the ATR is under 20, that's pretty much where we're at. If we go above 20, then we have to go to 1640, like a much larger. We're basically trying to trade double we're trying to capture the ATR with a double ATR stop on a roughly structure. Because if you think about this, what is an ATR? ATR is basically the length of the average candle. So we want to give ourselves 2 candle lengths on a scalp, and about 1 candle, maybe a little bit less than 1 candle target. When it comes to percentage numbers, we have a 71% break even. We have like a 77% hit, but which we more than a few times we've been able to get up to 80-85% when we're really zoned in and focused on taking the good trades. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning. How are you? So that's what we do on the scalp side. On the positional side, it's not. It's smaller ratios. We have a buy signal here. So I'm going to go to the 80 account. Now, this is a lower confidence buy signal. It's not a neon green. It's just green, right? So this is an interesting consideration here. There's 2 things I can do, and this is kind of where I started to really focus myself on. If I'm going to commit to the long side and I get a contra signal, like a contra signal to the other side, I have to stay to the long side. I'm not going to get myself whips. One of my big mistakes over the last couple of weeks has been, or a couple of days since I started doing this, is I take the signal and then maybe 2-3 it doesn't quite go down to target. I get a red arrow, which is a contra signal, and I go, oh, I'm going to stop and reverse. No, you stay true to your original trade commitment. It either works or it doesn't work. Your only choice is up front. Do I want to take this signal, or do I want to wait for a potential reversal signal? So if this thing, gives me a red arrow, I will take the reversal signal. But for right now, my only choice was to take this trade or let it go. So I'm going to let it go right now. Not, Mark, not that I would do it. I think it's overcomplicating things. But you're welcome to do it. The way you would do it is you would put my indicator and you put footprint on there, and you could watch a million different things. We actually had footprint on there for a little while, and frankly, it's just too. It doesn't add any additional information. I mean, maybe there are a lot of people who read it and find it tremendous value. I don't need it. Like, if you saw yesterday, my trades were working, but Sam was struggling because I thought one of the interesting things that I actually thought when I was trading with him is that he's trading too early. He's doing exactly what I was talking about when the show started, which is he's trying to buy the dips without having a single confirmatory signal. I didn't trade till I had a confirmatory signal. That's the number one lesson that I took away from yesterday's trading and today's, that you don't buy these dips ever, 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 ever. You only, your first trade should be a green diamond, nothing else. If it's not a green diamond, there's no trade to be made. So he got clipped out a couple of times unnecessarily as a result of this. While I made target. The other thing is, when you're doing this and you're trying to really, really be super accurate at buying the low or selling the high, you give yourself no margin for error. I gave myself a much bigger margin for error on stops. Here we go. Here comes my red signal against these things, and I'm going to try and take that as a reversal signal if it stays in place. Yeah, I don't think you want to complicate it. Exactly. Okay, reversal signal, 15 seconds. Let's see. Let's make sure it stays in place. Oh, this is a tough. No. Hold on a second. Hold up. This is a really, really tough trade. I think we got it. I'm going to go buy here. This is a tough trade. See if I can get this. All right, I'm in the trade. I bought the long here because I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna stick to the process. This is a bullish buy signal against a kind of reversal diamond in a bullish tape. So always my hierarchy is to believe the tape first, the signal second. So if the tape is bullish, I'm going to be buying this dip rather than trying to sell the rip. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, but at least I'm going to trust the process that for the most part works best. So we're in the trade here. We bought this dip, and let's see if it works. But really, the most valuable regret minimization process is small size, rotate the account. It does a couple of things that minimizes, our worst regrets. It keeps your trades, no matter how bad they are, no matter how bad your trades are, it keeps them naturally small, right? If you're trading small size. And no matter how bad you are, it keeps your trades naturally distributed. So even when you have bad trades, they're not clustered in one single account. They're distributed across a lot of accounts. Those two things help keep you in play, which is the only thing that matters. And the longer you stay in play, the longer you can stay alive for the favorable market, for the market where every single signal works, and you're distributing, positive trades across all those things. I guess that's sort of like the ultimate defense of structure against regret minimization. It defends you against the two of the biggest problems that we all face. Yes, I'm long now. You can see on the chart, right? I'm long for a scalp. Stop is underneath here. Target is over there. We're long because we took the long signal instead of the short signal, because we at the time when we took it, the tape was bullish, and we trust the tape first, signal second. So we're betting on the fact that the environment was going to be conducive to the long side more than to the short side. We'll see if that works. We're just kind of holding in a holding pattern right now, but that was the thought pattern behind it. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room here? Who is new? Who wants to know who wants to get the free giveaway for dots? Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Oh, so close. So close. So close. Come on, baby. That was really close. Where's my target? 44. So it's got to be 52. Right? It was a 54. No, 52. That was see, regret can come in a million different ways. This was 52.50 and mine was 52.75. I literally missed it by a quarter of a tick. So let's see if we can get it done now. I'm going to take it now. Once burned, twice shy. We'll take it almost at target. And so again, this is where the trust in the process worked. The tape dominated. The tape was the stronger signal in the signal, so we took the long side, which is good. Now we rotate. Now we rotate to the next account. Our whole job is to hop. Never stay up to one account. So here's the thing here's another reason why I'm hesitant to do session level trades today, unless I do them only session level trades. And I'll tell you why. Oh, by the way, look at this. This fully hits target. Or rather, let me rephrase this. So, look at this move. Look at this nice big breakout move. Wow. We had we've taken Tokyo low out. We're now trading above Tokyo low. So this gets very interesting for us from like a session level to is there news? 7 o'clock? Is this just a 7 o'clock candle? Let's see. Let's see if there's any news. This looks very very newsy. It's a 80 point candle. I can't imagine that it's not a headline trade. Those are funded. These are funded accounts, except for this one. This is the only one that's not. This is you see, it doesn't have the PA moniker in front of it. All the other ones have the PA moniker. This is the only one I'm trying to trade to target to get funded. Wow, do we not see news? What's going on here? I'm trying to see. I'm gonna wait a second. Let us absorb this, because this is a big reversal. This is an 80-point move here, and I can't imagine it happen in a vacuum. Wow, interesting. Okay, let's see if anything hit the wires yet. Walmart. I guess it was the Walmart earnings. They were good. Sluggish sales with slowest U.S. growth in 6 years. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's indications that consumer spending is definitely slowing, right? So that's what reversed the move. Walmart kind of warning that the consumer is slowing. Fucking at 87 is really what's killing us right now. This is the thorn in everybody's side right now. If this needs to come down to 80 to really provide some consumer relief, this is the single pressure point on the consumer right now. So Walmart news, kind of negative. We'll see if we can get the scalp. Anyways, when I started saying about doing positional trades, one of the structural problems with doing a positional trade, let's say, for argument's sake, I don't know, I'm long NASDAQ, right? With a proper stop at London lows, right? So now it's a trade. It's like a 30, 40, 50-minute trade. And in that 30, 40, 50 minutes, there's lots of short scalps that pop up, that against this particular trade. Well, if you're trading funded accounts, if you're trading eval accounts, Apex doesn't care. But if you're trading funded accounts and you're on both sides of the market, even though from different prices and different sizes and even different instruments, they get pissed. So because those are the funding rules, you basically always want to stay on one side of the market, even though you may have two completely distinct setups, one a longer term setup, one a short term setups that are different. And then your choice is twofold. You can take, let's say, positional trades in a completely different prop firm account, which is the solution I think you really probably should do in order to stay true to everybody's rules. So you take you take them in Tradeify or Take Profit Trader or Funded Next or Ola or any of our partners. You could take positional trades only in that account, and then trade scalp trades in the Apex account. Or you could take a positional trade but on a scalp stop infrastructure. You basically sort of willing to be less accurate, but it'll resolve quickly. So in this particular example, this is a Tokyo failure, Tokyo failure trade. You could trade this on a 820 structure, and if it made 8 points, great. If it didn't make 8 points, you would have been stopped out. But if you were in a true positional trade, you'd have a stop above VWAP, and this whole trade would have held. So there's always trade-offs to everything you do, and you need to be mindful of those. Kind of back down to London lows. Market didn't like those Walmart numbers, but they weren't horrible. Yes, you cannot trade. You can't hedge trades even if they're in different accounts. They don't really know, and there really isn't. If you're doing it consistently, maybe they'll get pissed. But if you're trading in one account positionally in the other account scalping, it's very, very. I find it incredibly hard for them to make the argument that it's none of your business, none of their business what you're doing in the other account. It's not their property. You can do whatever you want with your property. It's not like it's a guaranteed trade. I mean, if you're taking first of all, even if you did that, there's no way you could win, because they all have all sorts of gates. Like, the only way that trade becomes essentially a risk-free trade is if you blow up one account and make money in the other account and get paid out in the other account. But you can't do that under any circumstances, because they don't allow you to do. They have maximum. Like, you can only make up to $500 per day per trade. So you'd constantly be burning. You'd be burning like 5 accounts, against one account, and also you wouldn't even. The next day, you don't know if long or short is the right position. So the one where you were positive, you'd be negative in the other one. It all becomes. They basically make it a coin flip for you to be able to do it. You can't arbitrage it that way. But if you're if you have a legitimate positional trade in one, this is the way for you to stay in the trade without having to sacrifice it. So there's always trade-offs. This is the whole point of prop. Eddie, we don't care. The answer is we don't care. We're not trading for extensions or fib retracements or anything else. We have a very specific way of trading. You're welcome to come watch us, but the bottom line, I could give a fluck about fib retracements or anything else, because it does not inform how we trade. We're trading essentially 2 types of trades: a bounce of key session levels, which is the only thing that really provides support and resistance in the market, and scalps. And right now we have a scalp condition. Is it 85 account? Yeah, in the 85 account. If it stays, we're going to take it. $14, 15 seconds left. Let's see if I can get into the trade. And let's see if we can get this one done. So if you're doing that strategy, the way to trade is level to level, right? That's the extension. The stop is below the next level. the target is up at the next level. If you're going to kind of trade it positionally, you know. All right, I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to take this trade because I got to go get an espresso. So, okay, that's great. We're actually 5 for 5 on the scalps so far today. And we move on to the next one. Now we move on to the 84 account. I'll be right back, guys. Let's play a little music. I'm just going to get an espresso, and then we'll reconvene for the morning. So this particular trade badly executed by me because again, this is one of those things that I do badly. Fortunately, it's not it's not a big regret minimization, but this is something that I absolutely need to improve. The trade was here. I came late because I just went to get a cup of coffee, and instead of just simply letting it pass by, because if the trade here was green diamond off London low, you buy here at 88, you had plenty of room to make 8 points. It goes to 97, right? Instead, I come in here on a secondary trade, which is already a chase trade, and now, of course, pay for it with this, with this stop. So this is the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6, the first scalp that we miss, but we miss it because bad execution on my part. Let's try not to chase the trades as much as I can. It's hard enough to make them when they're good. You put yourself at a bad disadvantage when you chase them. So I'm making a public note of myself to not do this again. Rachel, yeah, no, we're good. We just, we could be better. Rachel, where, hang on a second. Let me look you up. Hold on a second. I want to, Rachel Johnson. Okay, your thing is going to be fixed very soon. Matter of fact, hang on a second. Let me see if I can fix it. I know exactly what's wrong with your structure. Just give me 1 second. I meant to do this yesterday because you're on the legacy stuff, and I just need to fix it. Just 1 sec. I'm gonna fix your thing. Since there's no signals here for you guys, I'm gonna fix your thing here. .og. See. Oh, no, you know what? I know what I do. Better yes, we're going to save this. Okay. Yeah. Update. All right, Rachel, your script should say BK dots OG. Delete and reapply your BK dots, and now you will have the latest version. Okay, just delete it off the chart and then reapply it. No, it's not free. You can get it over here at our partners right here. Here's the link. All right, fresh London lows. Walmart news dragging everything down. No rebound signals until we get the green diamond, and we're going to just simply wait patiently and see if we can get that trade. Let me know if that works. Delete and then reapply, and then tell me it should say BK dots.og. DJ says it works. Okay. spilling my espresso all over the place. All right, sell signal here. This is a lower quality sell signal, but worth a shot. So we're going to do this. Join ask. See if I can get into my sell here. Can I get into the sell? I have a limit order. Is it going to work? Nope. Couldn't get in, so no trade. No trade, no trade, no trade. Ah, that sucks. Okay, fresh London lows. Selling continues. Just missed that trade. I could have gone market, but I try to get cute and trying to get the offer out. We just missed it. Watching for bounces. Only a green diamond will give us the confidence that the buyers have some semblance of control. For now, the sellers control everything to the lows. Could take it. Remember yesterday's lows were 375. And the Globex, they could easily test that today before even New York open trade. Guys, next week I'm going to do some very, very special sessions. Between 10 and 12 is the big reversal session in NASDAQ that gives us a chance to do one and done funding trades. So like one trade, large size, get ourselves funded. Kind of like what we do when we have news. So I'm going to try and do at least 3 of those sessions next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But ideally, maybe even Monday and Friday. I'll let you guys know. I just have to coordinate with Kay. But very excited to do those. So we're gonna trade in addition to 6 to 10. We're gonna trade 10 to 12 basically, as long as I can go on all these one and done trades. And I'm going to show you exactly how we get funded on a single trade. Oh, good for you, Eddie. You took the trade. I did not execute it, so good for you. Yes, the playbook is over here. Here's the playbook. Free giveaway. Just click that link, and you'll get the playbook. So nothing to be done. I'm just watching the price action. It's not like there's even a semblance of support here. It's just a slow drip sell down. Market's clearly disappointed with consumer spend off of the Walmart earnings. Let's take a look and see what specifically. Actually, you know what? I wonder if Gemini will summarize this for me. It's like my favorite thing now. What did Walmart say in its earnings call today that sent it lower? Soft Q3 guys below consensus despite strong Q results. Walmart guided 3 adjusted to 62.64 on sales growth 3%, missing more expected 68 cents. Full year outlook lags high expectations. 280 coming in below the consensus estimate of 290, triggering profit aggressive price investments and margin impact. Management noted the tariff refunds and margin gains are being redirected to extensive rollbacks, price reductions to attract inflation-weary shoppers. While the stress, it dampens short-term margin. Consumer stress signals. Leadership highlighted continued caution regarding lower and middle-income households' budget, noting as shoppers remain value-focused and selective, prioritizing essential groceries. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's pretty accurate a picture. And of course, this is the problem. This fucking thing at 87 is the problem. It keeps pressing higher, you know. And I think that's the frustrating point here. And it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I really wonder if this is, if this gets to 88, 89, if Trump is just going to lose his shit and, nuke Iran out of existence, or completely, give up, which would be bad both ways. But this is the real problem right now on the consumer side. Sell signal here. 32 seconds left. Let's see what we got here. We're in the 84 account. Two things I do that I always regret, which is rush the trade. So I'm going to wait till the candle closes, even though this really would have. Okay. Am I in the trade? I'm in the trade. Okay. This is painful because I wanted to short here. Would have been a pure trade, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I would have loved to have shorted over here, but I always wait for the candle to close. And in this case, the candle close collapsed on us, and the whole trade was at the low of the candle. And now we have a reversal, like a legit reversal. So if this doesn't work, we're going to go the other way in the 86 account. Okay, very good. We're going to go to 86. 15 seconds left. I'm in the trade now. This is the first, this is the reversal signal. Well, yes, interest rates are actually coming down, but I think the bigger market worry is consumer spend. Remember, the story was that the consumer is relatively healthy. AI spend and investment spend is really, really strong, and oil is under control. And now two of those three assumptions are kind of coming under stress. Oil is no longer under control. Consumer is not as healthy as everybody thinks, and that means just general contraction. So that could be just generally negative, on the macro front. There's just a couple of tough, nothing wrong with these trades, but just bad breaks. If I get stopped, two things happen here that you can't control, even when you try to do your best. Volatility kind of, the trade that I wanted was over here, but the volatility spiked against us, so it just basically stopped us out. Similarly, all of the buying that I was looking to take advantage of actually happened in the candle itself. So it's kind of like up, down, and I'm late selling and late buying in this trade. That's nothing. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just the roll of the dice, and you have to accept, that kind of vol, especially around session lows, as part of the game. It's just a couple of small clips to me if it doesn't work, and we have to work those off as the day goes by. But these two trades were not were executed to plan. It's just that the plan got clipped, and that's the whole point. Is even when you have the setup is vulnerable to external forces in the market that you can't predict. You have to distinguish between making a good setup and and getting stopped out for this was not a mistake. This was a proper structure that just was part of your negative expectancy. Yep, sellers just take me out. Nothing wrong with that. That was just simply bad luck, or expectancy. So I'm going to go to the 87 account, rotate ourselves out, and look for the next opportunity. We get a one more green diamond up. We're going to take it again because that's usually the second bounce is usually a pretty good one. So we just have to be patient for the next move. This could be a double bottom if it pops. Look at this, yeah, and it might be one. All right, we're in the trade. Oops. Again, I made the mistake. It was 3-4 minutes too early. Should have let the trade go. I'm going to get out of this trade. Not a legitimate trade. No diamond here. A diamond disappeared. I needed to wait for the diamond to really appear before I trade. So we're going to stay patient and recalibrate our trades here. Even though this would have worked, doesn't matter. 2.5, Rachel. 1 to 2.5. Yeah, good for you. You're profitable. You probably could take profits now. Good for you. My stop was tight. It just got clipped right off, literally off London lows. This trade would have been positive. It would have recovered, but I just I kept my stop a little too tight, which is okay. But excuse me. I'm gonna wait for the next setup, and we'll go from there. Had two basically bad luck trades here. Nothing wrong with them. This was a good short trade. The entry was at the bottom instead of the top. Would have been a great trade. And this was a good long trade that just got clipped at the lows of the day. Good job. Good job. I'm watching for the next trade. What do we do? It's 2 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So 4 an hour. Yeah. We have a sell signal here, all the way to London lows. So I'm going to wait until it completes. All right, I'm short here. Let's see if this is going to work for us. This was a lower confidence sell signal, but I thought we had because we had the diamond and the sell, I thought we had a chance to maybe revisit London lows, but it's bouncing back. So I may be maybe eating it on this one as well. We'll see. Hey, good morning, Carlos. How are you? Good morning, Gloria. Oh, there's a lot of people I didn't see all your comments here. Sorry, let me look. Okay, that scalp worked, and basically we are 6 for 9. We were like 5 for 6. Then we had 3 negatives. This one turned positive. I think I want to hang on a second. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I think I want to do. We're gonna trade wealth charts. This is a problem because I gotta flip around between these two. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Duplicate. I'm gonna trade wealth charts. We're gonna look for signals on TradingView. I'm gonna trade wealth charts, or should I do? Do I want to do this? And maybe we'll do it. You know what? Maybe we'll do it this way. Yeah, this might be the easiest way to do it. We'll just do it from here, and we're going to rotate with the wealth charts accounts. Just to keep the account rotation going. It'll be much better. Oh, did I just screw this up? Oh, so Enzo was asking, when you rotate on days you don't trade every account, do you start where you left off? I honestly start with the same account. Usually I'm always going to rotate through all the accounts, more or less. No, Apex does not have a rule on scalping. That's why we really, really like it. All right, we're testing London lows, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we get a bounce off London lows here. I know. That's why I'm not a fan of that rule at Tradeify. Although most of our trades are like a minute or two long, but it doesn't matter. I don't. That's a completely bullshit rule. So I'm not a lover of that rule. Apex is actually super good. I'm gonna tell you guys. So we talked about this. What is my favorite Apex trades, especially for next week? Depending on how you want to structure them, I really like these two. Obviously I love the 5-pack. That's the thing you want to get. You want to get the 5-pack for those one and done trades that we're going to do. 50,000. That's what we should be getting. 50,000 5-pack. That will give us opportunity to maybe hit 2 or 3 funded accounts out of the 5-pack. But if you want to kind of if you have a lot of confidence in the trade, or just honestly all in, even though this is more money, it's much cheaper in the long run, because if you get even 2 of these guys funded, there is no additional fees at all. So you would be in much better shape. The no activation fee one, either one of those is going to work really, really well. So take a look at what they have, and I would work for those. I like the 50,000 accounts. Those are the best accounts to trade. But I know some of you guys like larger accounts or smaller accounts. Yeah, I think we're going to test. We're testing the Globex low. We're right here. London low from yesterday, Globex low. All the lows are getting tested. I'm watching the price action here for any potential bounces or any potential scalps here. We're going to start. I think I have like 6 accounts. How many accounts do I have in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, we have 6 accounts in Wealth Charts. We're going to rotate through those and then go back to trade of 8. Excuse me. ATR has really, really spiked up. ATR goes to like around 25. We're going to expand our stops and targets. As a matter of fact, I'll keep it on here, but I think I want to do like a 30, 12. Yeah. 30 stop, 12 target. I want to keep that ratio. So I'm going to do 48 by 120. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Yes, that's right. Yep, that's right. 48 by 120. Oh, I have a sell signal here. Sell. Shit, I'm a little bit late. Fuck. I'm not paying attention to the charts with you guys. Sorry. It's not too late, but I should have been here. Fuck. God damn it. Short 88, and I came in at 86. No. Yeah, 86. No. Really terrible. Was my short 80? Oh, fuck. I really, really came in bad. Bad execution. It's the second bad execution where I'm just late. This is the mistake I'm making constantly. If you're late, don't trade. That's the rule. I'm late and I shouldn't have traded this rule. But I'm trying to give you guys trades, which is stupid. Stupid. We're gonna change the rules here. If I'm late, I don't trade. You guys are watching the charts more than I am because I'm like distracted with a million things. Fuck. All right, I'm going to take this because I got lucky and just take whatever little profit that we have here. That was a pure fucking lucky trade. So we'll take the luck. But the trade should have been here. Close was 88 and it went all the way down to 76. We fortunately got resolved. So we took this the scalp trade to the short side. That worked out. I'm rotating the account. The beautiful thing about trading about Wealth Charts is it's very, very easy to rotate accounts, right? Super fast. I'm actually gonna, you know what I want to do? I want to modify this. I want to get rid of these fucking things. Okay, here we go. All set up on the charts. Rachel says she just hit 4 trades in a row. This is the first time she's ever done this. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yes, the whole essence of what we try and do is high probability scalping. That is what I try to show, and I try to do myself. Sometimes I don't succeed, as you can see. Sometimes I do, but most of the time, most of the days, we should be 4 out of 5. We should be 80% hit rate on most of our stuff, right? When we're doing it right. Today I was a little bit under. I was 6 out of 9 in London session, but 1 for 1 so far in New York. What's my bias? My bias is negative. It's been negative for the last couple of days, but it doesn't really matter. I don't trade my bias. I just trade my charts. Fresh London lows, guys. Again, NASDAQ just really not loving the data. They just kind of, dumping. We'll see how it goes, but it could be a day where we just have a one-way market to the downside. So whatever sell structures we have, we're going to try and take them. Here's the one thing you notice we're not doing. We're not trying to bottom pick the bottom, right? We're not trying to convince ourselves that this is the final downtick, or that there's something on the chart. Until we get a green diamond, we're not moving. Green diamond is a volatility breakout. It's a candle that shows the buyers had enough power to close at to basically close a positive candle that is larger than the average true range, the average volatility. It shows you that they were able to over the prices. It basically communicates to us a strong buying impulse. That's what it does. This might be the first candle we hasn't made fresh lows, right, in a long time. We've just been making fresh lows continuously. Let's see. No, I don't use volume profile or deep charts or anything like that, because our price indicators, in my opinion, are much better. Scalp trade here coming up, 20 seconds left. Selling into the bottom, but that's fine. It's a legit signal. 50 seconds left. I'm going to watch this carefully. 6, 7 seconds. All right, I'm on the sell side here, and let's see where we're going to go. I'm gonna flip accounts here. Wait, where's my account numbers? What's going on over here? Wow, where's my account drop-down numbers? What the hell's going on over here? I'm gonna refresh this. Okay, here we go. It just wasn't. It's not in the trade, so I forgot which account I'm in now. Am I in the 81 account? Oh, 61 account. Yeah, I'm in the 61 account. Okay. All right. I think we got done. Sorry, guys. It was just like really hard to work this. Yeah, we got done. So okay, so that scalp worked. I want to get bigger here. This is the only problem with like trading them side by side in this limited space. It's hard to see the signals. I guess I'm going to just keep the TradingView signals super, super small here. And the wall chart's a little bit bigger so we can actually see everything on the chart. All right, London low pop. We're popping off London low. No green diamond. Oh, here comes a green diamond. So if this is a green diamond, I'm going to be a buyer of this trade, but I'm waiting very patiently to see if I can get the green diamond. 8, 9, 10, 7. I'm not moving until the candle closes. This is a mistake I made before. 2, 1, boom. I'm in the trade. All right, we're in the trade now. And let's see if it works. This is going to be a tough trade. I don't care that I got stopped out here. I was going to try to move myself down to fresh London lows. But no, actually, you know what? We have a reversal trade. I am taking this reversal trade. Sell. Green diamond, red diamond. We always want to go on the reversal side of this. Sorry, I want to go. That's correct. I want to go the other way. Let's see if this is going to work for us. Boom. Yes. That is a very rare. It happens about once or twice a session, but a super high probability setup. We have a buy signal. It gets completely reversed by a sell signal. We go in a direction of the sell signal. It's the same thing the other way. You get a sell and it gets reversed by a buy. You go the other way because that is a surprise move that captures. You can capture lots of excess flow here. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to go to the 82 account now and trade that. Basically, it's sort of like the last trade in London lows, right? Like last attempt at London lows. Let's see if it get a secondary bounce now. I'm going to move this over here so you can see the chart clearly. Fresh lows on a day. London lows. These are fresh Globex lows, fresh London lows. 300 level. Absolutely getting tested. London low 300. See, the round number gets tested. They bounce back. Still nothing for us to do until they print the green diamond. Yeah, the 330 level went like a toothpick, right? So much for value. This is what I want to explain to you guys. Value areas, IVGs, ICT order blocks, Fibonacci retraces. They're all figments of your, they're all fairy tales. The only thing that matters is session high, session lows, institutional flow, round numbers. That's what the big money players are trading. They're trading. Did we break the lows? I'm selling more because now my position is, from yesterday is underwater. My client's position from yesterday is underwater. Are we at the round number? Yes. Is there a lot of stops and value buys at that round number? Yes, there are. So we're going to congest over there. You have to think not like a retail trader, but like an institutional trader when you're scalping. And fortunately, I've had a chance to have been on a lot of desks. So I always find it very amusing when people draw, imaginary numbers on the back. They, by miracle, align with whatever it is that you're doing. You're basically making lucky trades instead of intelligent trades, and then calling them success. That's why I think none of those guys ever trade live, and certainly none of them have any results when they trade live. Yeah, VWAP is the one thing, is the one real institutional area that we watch. Also, that is very, very far away. Yeah, we're really, really under. I think today I posted 30,000 or 29,000. I think we're on our way to 29,000 on the trade. It's pretty obvious that we're really really drifting lower here. So we'll see. All right, so we London low tested 300s. We'll see where we go. No move until we get a green diamond. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room? Say hi to me. Who's trading with us for the first time? Tell me where you're trading from. Hey, nice to have you guys. Where are you guys from? Where Fieldbird? Where are you trading from? Netherlands. Nice. Ashel Berhau, Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool, yeah. Jason. What about you, Ashel? It sounds German, but Netherlands is one of those countries I've never been to that I kind of really want to go. Oh, Sydney, nice. I've been there 1,000 times. 10 o'clock at night at Sydney, right? This has been a really good session for the guys, for the Aussie guys, because we've had a lot of movement. 7 to 8 o'clock, we've had a lot of movement in the market. It's nighttime for them. They can trade the screens without too much interruption. Which chart is which? What do you mean? This is the signal chart. This is the execution chart. We're just using TradingView signals and just executing on wealth charts. All right, we're holding the 92s. Not much. Still pressing. ATR 19. So we're getting into that zone where once we get into like ATR 25 or so, I got to go to 12 target, 30 stop. Much wider, bigger stops, bigger targets. Give ourselves a little more room to make some money. Right now, we're just trying to hold bid here. Oh, it's only 8:10. Wow, it's been a really active hour. Yeah, they're both 1 minute. This is a similar but not the same indicator on wall charts, so that's why I'm not taking the signals, because the signals are over here. Just pure selling pressure here. There's like, nothing to make us want to buy. So those of you guys who take positional trades and have to kind of hold them for a long time, if you get a green diamond here, it could be worth 60, 70 points on a bounce. If we did get a nice V-shaped bounce, but we'll see how it plays out. This is happening because Walmart came out with disappointing numbers, so the consumer spend is slowing. So people feel like there's going to be some profit taking going on here. It's just it's also very seasonally. It's a perfect time for a decline, because seasonally we're always weak in August, and any kind of excuse to give us a sell is a possibility. That's why I was kind of negative equities into this thing. So we're breaking down to 250s probably now. Just a pure shot to the downside. All right, let's see if we can get a bounce. Sorry, guys. Try not to sneeze. Another espresso, man. Wow, it's been a busy morning here today. Oh, green diamond coming up. 5 seconds. Nope. Disappeared on us. Just did not get the full extension. I'm gonna try and am I in the trade? Yeah, I'm in the trade. This is a punt. This is a terrible trade. It's a punt because I kind of thought that we would pop off the bottom here. Definitely not a signal trade. This is just me doing regret minimization or doing regret maximization, just punting trades. But let's give it a shot. I'm just basically trying to see if this holds the London lows. See, when there's no signal, you're always coming in too early. It's just a lesson you kind of always have to learn. The hardest part for me is just sort of patiently waiting for the actual signal. There's zero reason to have like taken this trade right now because we just did not get the bounce back signal. The buyers were not strong enough. They may be in the next 5-10 minutes, but there's no reason to have entered the trade right now. All right. Well, I got lucky, and that trade worked. This is a this is low confidence scalp either way, so I'm going to pass up on it. Either way, this signal shows up, I'm going to pass up on it because it's not neon. You see, it's light pink, so it's a low confidence sell. There was a low confidence buy before that. It actually may have worked, but it doesn't matter. We're not trading low confidence trades around the session lows. Oh, I'm gonna rotate accounts. Okay, cool. Not a signal. This is just a upside warning, but not a signal. We need a diamond to really feel confident that there's a turn in the market. Market's still struggling with selling, still absorbing a lot of selling. Even have to absorb even more before the buyers can come in. No bargains yet. Those of you guys who are new, here's the free giveaway to the DOTS strategy, the PDF. Just let me put the link in here. Feel free to download it here. Well, the most positive thing that's happened here is that we kind of held the 250 line. We have not made fresh lows against the 250 line. So maybe the buyers will get a little bit of a boost here. You see, it's been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes of no fresh lows. Of course, just the moment I say that, we're going to try to make fresh lows. Still holding that 250 level. Still not making any fresh lows around there. Let's see if we get a green diamond pop here. Starting to rotate. Let's see. ATR is 19, so we really need a nice big candle here. 71, 91. We got to see if to go. I got a really nice big pop here, but we are rotating. I'm going to stay patient here. If this candle closes on a green line, I may just take that. Again, see how important it is to stay patient, where you're getting a lot of this buying and then it just gets completely rejected. Let's see if the green candles, if the green arrow holds. Okay, I'm gonna get long here. Let's see if this works. Eight, 9. $89, we're done. Nice. So that worked. So here I made a kind of a quarterback call in a sense that this was good enough of a turn signal that I was willing to take it, right? We had a large volatility, so we weren't going to quite make the big volatility move, but it was strong enough that you could see where the buyers really created at least a sharp signal to the market that they were turning the market around, and that was good enough. So that that turned out nicely. We're actually, I think, 4 for 5 on the wealth charts accounts. So much better. See much better in our trading. Even though I made a few errors, I didn't let those errors affect me too much. But I'm trying to make as few errors as possible. I'm trying to choose only the trades that matter the most. Like right now, this is a low probability sell. And wait, actually, which account am I in now? 82. I'm going to go to 83. Next one. So we're at the last account of the cycle. And for the cycle, I think we only had one negative trade. No, it does not. There's no equivalent on wealth charts. As I said, it's similar but not the same. It's the BK dots on wealth charts that is similar but not same. So this is I'm a little bit late here. I would have taken this trade here. This is a low probability buy, but it's after a long sell-off, it was worth a shot. Like I would have taken this trade here. But now, the most important thing is if you're late, don't trade. That's going to be my number one rule here. That's my number one mistake when I scalp with you. When I'm not scalping with you, my number one mistake is size, revenge size. I think it's a really good idea. Honestly, I really think it's a good idea. Take a 3x5 card, write your 3 cardinal sins, Even if you're not Catholic like I am, you could still write, you could do your sins. Jews have sins too. Just write your 3 trading, your greatest trading sins. And your whole job is to do less or eliminate one, the most to the least. That's true. That's true, Mark. But my problem is that if you're late, you're wrong in scalping. That's my whole point. If you're late, don't trade. But it's better to wait and be right than early and be wrong, than to rush and be wrong. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. It's better to wait and be right than rush and be wrong. Because I tend to, like everybody else, I rush more. Anyways, did not take that trade. We don't have any signals just yet. Diamond appears, we'll take it because, you know, even diamond on this particular case, that's going to be actually a boost to the buyers. But for those of you who are watching, the interesting thing here was that you had about 5-6 minutes of no fresh lows, right? No fresh lows is a super interesting, or, you know, no fresh highs is a super interesting metric when you're scalping, because it tells you possibly the change of the mood, right? That the sellers can't get it done. Buyers can get it done. Peter, welcome. Nice to have you trading from. We specialize in one thing only on this menu. It's not Amakazi. Well, it is actually Amakazi, right? I guess the chef picks the menu, and I only pick high probability scalps. That's what I'm doing. We just trade high probability scalps in NQ. That's all we do. But you can use our indicator for a million different strategies, including the really nice positional strategies, which I don't have the patience to do, but a lot of other guys in the room do. So, you know, be my guest. So we have a red reversal signal here. It's an interesting signal. I think if it holds, it might be worth it because it's against the. I'm just watching it right now. Oh, where's my thing? How much time? Nope, it goes away, and that's what I want to see. I want to see if it holds or goes away. Because if it goes away, it tells me that the buyers have a little bit better control than we think they do. And if it doesn't, then the sellers may still have a play here. 16 seconds left in a candle. Let's see how it plays out. No, I'm going to let it go. It's not let's see. All right, I'm going to sell. I'm in the trade. I took the trade based upon the fact that we still had a lot of downward action. Oh, come on, come to Poppy. Let's go. Fuck. You know what my other regret minimization is? I love to, you know, when the trades move fast, you want to close them. I'm just yapping and I didn't get a chance to close it. And now it's probably going to go away from me. Fuck. That was like literally within 2 ticks of my target. I should have closed it. Okay. So this one may not play. We'll see. I'm flattening out scratch. Probably going to go my way, but I missed my opportunity, and I'd rather be scratch and just reset myself up for a next signal. There's always a next signal. Fuck, and now it's going to go my way, of course. Those of you who held, nice job. For me, that's a scratch. All right, we'll rotate back out to the top of the ladder. Definitely have a chance to do one more cycle. You still pay commission, yeah, but it's prop commission. It doesn't matter. You don't pay anything. That's the beauty of prop. That's the reason why you can scalp prop, and it's much harder to scalp real life because in prop nothing counts, but in real life you're paying commission whether you win or lose. Yeah, it's all simulated dollars, right? Yes, Carlos. The Z is the diamond. That's correct. All right, retesting London lows. Let's see if we get a double bottom here, or they're going to crash it to the 250s. Oh, Chris, 310 for the day. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at this, guys. Are we really getting a double bottom? Let's see. Let us see. ATR 18. We need a big pop here to that's a pretty good move here. But no need to rush. I know it's tempting to want to buy this, but this could just as easily be a sucker trap for the bears. There's no doubt they bought in front of the 250s here, but there's still a lot of selling to be done. It's not enough for it to stop selling. You need positive buying to make things go up, and that's what I think people always forget. Just buying the bargain itself is not enough. You need momentum to the upside as well. Jobless climbs lower than expected. Thanks, Ben. Fresh lows taking out the 50s like it often does. All right, here we go. Do we get a green diamond, red diamond, green diamond? That'll be awesome. Then we can definitely feel confident in a long. Held the 50s. Low confidence short popping up on here. Might get another green arrow here, so watching that. If I get a green arrow, we'll definitely give that a shot. But don't rush the trade. We're still struggling with the selling. Forty-six, 47 seconds. Green arrow popping up is a possible double bottom signal for us. No rush. $19 seconds on the board. Still no signals. Seller's still in control. Still dominating trade. Fresh lows took out the 250s. Let's see if this is a climax sell or not. Good morning, Ira. Good morning. 8:30, hour to go before the market open. We've had a very, very strong drift. We're at session lows, Globex lows, London lows, below 250. Just broke that. Pretty much all one-way sell ticket right now. Walmart came out with disappointing numbers, or rather positive numbers, but disappointing guidance that the consumer looks to be weakening, and all of that is against the fact that oil is at 87 this morning, so that's very negative. There's 240. I'm starting to get. Are we going to get a green diamond? Come on, baby. No, not quite. Not quite that much power. Buyers just don't have that much power yet to sweep the ladder. It's not a trading bot, my friend. I am the bot. I am the bot. If you're new here, here's a free giveaway to our strategy. Just hit that link. You'll be able to get it. It may not. Nothing I can do about that, Sanity. I'll double check on the countdown timer, but I'm not making minor corrections now. I think it won't, because it's a suppressed. It's what's called part of chart furniture. The way this works is you have like a template view, and if you want to make your own view, you go into custom, right? So who's talking to me? Sanity. You go into custom, and then you literally choose every single element you want. You save that custom setting for yourself, including the timer, and everything will be on the chart. That's what the custom setting is for. The other stuff is for people who just don't want to bother. My take profit and stops are adjustable to the ATR. So like if we're below 20 ATR, basically we're trying to trade for one ATR. In this case, I'm really pushing it. Here we go. If I get to around 25 ATR, I'm going to go to 1230 instead of 820. Just to show you, they're not fully fixed, but they're not really adjustable, because we don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. It's too taxing to try to calculate to the 10th point targets and stops. It's just a general target of about an ATR, maybe let's say, 0.7 of ATR against a 2 ATR stop, and that's the same thing the other way around. Green arrow, I'm looking for the green arrow to see if we can get a turn here. Trying to be very patient. 9 seconds left. Let's make sure this thing stays. Do not press the trigger. The green arrow stays in the game. All right, we're staying in the game. We're long. Let's see where we go. Target is 76. There we go. We're done. Patience pays, right? Patience pays. Good job for anybody who stayed patient with me and took that trade. So we're now in the second rotation. So now this is the second cycle of scalps and wealth charts. I'm going to try to rotate all the accounts in wealth, and then we're going to go back to, if we have time, go back to Tradingview and try to run those accounts. So it's pretty active, definitely a very active session for us this morning, which I love. Hopefully it stays active tomorrow. And next week, we're going to do a super duper special sessions, one and dones. We're going to do large size one and done trades on the turns between 10 and 12 noon that our indicator picks. So that's going to be super, super fun for everybody. Yeah. I'm glad you like that, Tony. Well, that's why we designed it. We designed it like this. This whole indicator is optimized for high speed, high probability scalping, right? Heads up displays, right? It's like a speed racer. You're looking at all the key data that you need to make a decision quickly. Uh, 45 minutes to the open. Hey, Cisco, good morning. George, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room here? Come say hi to me. Let's go. If you really like this, or if you find this interesting, subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends. We do something very unique here that almost nobody does. We do short, high probability scalping. We do as many as 25 to 30 trades in a day. So it gives you lots and lots of examples and lots of samples of how we trade, right? I'm not one of those guys that takes, that has a Hamlet soliloquy about, to be or not to be, and does one trade a session because they're too afraid to take trades. You can see I take trades all the time. I don't give a fuck if I get stopped out. We have a very, very intelligent, robust approach to how we trade. And I hope you guys really like it. But more importantly, it's just a very unique way of trading. So for those of you guys who are looking for, because I see some people, like, for example, Rochelle just joined. She said this is the first time she's ever had 5 winners in a row. That's like the best thing I ever heard. I love hearing that. I love giving people new ways of looking at the market that doesn't always cause perpetual pain. So bring your friends is what I'm saying. It's going to be fun. Next week I'm all by myself, so we're going to trade like 6 hours a day. We're going to go crazy. I'm hoping the market still stays volatile as hell. No, it's Tradingview only. It's Tradingview, Peter. I don't have it on Ninja, although everybody is begging for the Ninja version. So I probably will write it if I have time. But for right now, it's just on the to-do list. Oh, good, DJ. I'm glad you're subscribing, and tell your friends. We trade every single day, 6 to 10 o'clock, York. You see how to turn? By the way, what the hell were we talking about? Like, it's better to be patient and late than to be rushed and early, right? See, like rushing the bottom never worked. Being patient here, this was a turn for like 30 points, I'm never going to take the 30 points because it's just not my my character. But I know there are guys in the room right now that are just mopping it up with the indicator. Let me get this organized. I hate these things. I got to get rid of all this stuff here. Order blocks. I want order blocks off. Why? We have a low probability buy scalp over here, which is not bad. I may take it. I may take it. Where am I? Did I move myself to the 63? Yeah, let's go over here. Let's see if I can get into the trade. Can I get into it? Come to Poppy. Okay, we're in the trade. And we're done. Nice. I already lost count. I got to go back in the reporting to see how many scalps that is. But that is, I think. Hang on. Actually, I'll tell you. Let me go into my other thing here. I'll tell you how many scalps we have. So this is, how many counts is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, where is this? Trades. Okay, going from most recent. So 61. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9. So 9 out of 10. 9. Wow, good run on the scalps and well charts. 9 out of 1. The trade evade was a little bit rougher. It was 6 out of 9. So if you were, well, I'm not going to do this right now because it's too early. Still pretty good. Well, we're definitely doing a lot better in well charts. I'm minimizing my errors, right? I do one session on gold. I usually do gold in Asia. That's the time to trade gold. Like we traded gold yesterday in Asia. It's not that I can't trade gold, is that when you're scalping, the thing that you sort of understand about scalping is it's a highly focused game. You got to be in the zone. You got to watch one product, one time frame, one setup. If you don't do that, this is where you make all those mistakes. I started this whole thing. So let me kind of bring everybody up to par what I talked about today. I read this really interesting article about how they taught the robot to basically beat anybody at poker, including world poker stars. And the thing that's interesting about, you've seen obviously robots beat chess players, right? What makes poker is very different from chess and very similar to trading is that in chess, you have all your pieces visible. So you see your opponent, you see your own position, you can calculate every possible combination going forward. Now, the calculation is massive, but the point is it's not impossible to calculate every movement on the chessboard. It's impossible in trading as it is in poker because you're working with hidden information. There's a lot of information that's hidden away from you, so you don't know how to make the best possible decision because you don't have perfect information in front of you. So the technique that they use is something called regret maximum minimization, where basically the computer like makes a move in poker and marks in his own head, did this move play out the way I thought it did, or did I get did I get hurt? It's the same kind of a thing. Like, did this trade work out the way I thought it would, or did I get hurt? And then the question is, why did I get hurt? What did I do in this particular trade that hurt me? Very often we talked about, I talked about like what most people do, which is they pull their stops. We talked about this earlier. They pull their stops. They trade too large to start with. They do, what I do, which is revenge trading, right? You lose and then you get much larger in size. They do what I do, which is my biggest initial mistake is they trade late. The trade set up, and when you're scalping, it's maybe a minute late. If you're late to the game, don't trade. If you're late, don't trade, because you're already at a negative expectancy. You're chasing something. People chasing trades is basically what happens when you're trading late, right? Everybody chases trades, and when you chase a trade, you're already making a mistake. So if you can categorize and classify your mistakes, and then just kind of keep a count on, hey, I did this, I'm paying the price for it. Like, for example, another mistake that I constantly do that we just did not do today, as you can see, that's why I was trading much better, is try to pick bottoms, right? Oh, it's oversold, it's oversold, it's oversold. Look, it hasn't made any fresh lows, it's oversold, right? Don't trade until you have a signal. So here you had a signal, right? Boom, that was a trade. Here you had a signal, that was a trade. Anywhere in between here was all rush, was all basically you hoping for a bottom, but not actually getting it, right? So once you start focusing on every category of mistake you make and be honest with it, and just sort of, be clear of what you're doing, you can stop or make less of those mistakes. You can minimize those mistakes. And winning in trading is not about hitting winning trades, right? Winning trades are like a byproduct of the setup. You see, in our setup, it's an 80% byproduct when we do it correctly. That's not the issue. The issue of why everybody loses is all of those bad regret maximization, all of those maximal mistakes that we make, not the minimal setup issues. The setup will have losses, but they're always minimal relative to the losses you have as a human being, as a human trader, right? In the greater scheme of things, we had two genuine bad losses out of like 30 trades today. They just, losses that were legitimate. All the other losses were utterly illegitimate. They were pure trader error, as they say in computer, operator error. It does fit, yes, Ramdag. It absolutely fits. We never have issue with intraday drawdowns because you can see, like, on my hang on, let me show you. With the exception of a few accounts that I butchered here, let me see if I can show this to you in my Tradingview. Because in Tradingview, see, look at the distribution to drawdown. With the exception of a couple of accounts that I butchered, completely my own fault. Again, my mistakes. You see how this is literally at drawdown max, like it's $10 off. My budget is $2,500, and I've done all these trades, and I haven't budged off my drawdown. What that tells you is that I'm almost never in danger of running my drawdown because of the way I trade. Okay. Also, this actually, I want to show everybody. As I said, next week we're going to go crazy with one and done trades. There are two types of trades that I think are really great for this type of approach from Apex. This is my favorite if you're kind of willing to trust the process and give it a shot. which is the reason why this is the favorite is because it's a little more expensive up front, but it is so much cheaper in the back end. These, you buy a 5-pack here, that's it. Like if you pass it in one trade, there is no additional cost at all to then go into funded account and then trade the funded account. So it's actually super cheap. It's a $49 funded account, which is unheard of. The other way is really, really cheap up front, which is what a lot of people, probably people who are new, would absolutely be much better doing this, because here you're burning much less. You're learning, but when you do get funded, you're going to be paying the activation fee. But that may be a better thing, because if you're sort of in the, if your confidence level, oh, I'm only going to make maybe I'll make 1 out of 5, maybe I'll make 1 out of 10 of these accounts fundable. Then just do the cheap version and do this one. The other one is for much more experienced guys who are very familiar with how to do one and done trades. But regardless, this is the absolute best prop for this. Accounts are dirt cheap. There's no restrictions, and you can do whatever the hell you want. No other prop will let you do that and get you funded. And if your job is to get into the funded, pass the eval and get to funded, that's where you want to be. So next week we're going to do a lot of those things. Back to charts. Look at the comeback. Look at that. If you bought 60-60, I told you you had 100 points. Did I not tell you there's going to be 100 points worth of profit in this thing? Beautiful for those of you guys who took it. I'm actually wondering, anybody who's milking that turn trade? Come on. I know there are guys in the room who's milking a turn trade. In my opinion, I like, again, if we're scalping, again, it all depends on what you're doing. If you're scalping, the better account is standard. If you're not, then not. You got in at 309, still holding. Nice, Nuno. Good job, my friend. But anybody take the turn trade with me at around the 266 and still holding? None of you DJs are doing this. I know this. Dr. D is not in the room. I know if he was in the room, he'd be doing it. Oh, look at that. Oh, you just got out, Sanity? Sanity, I hate you. Good job, my man. Good job. Okay, let's go back. We got a couple of, so here it gets interesting. We're still I'm going to pass up on this trade because we had such a big run. This may work, but again, I'm going to make a audible decision here and not take the trade. This is actually a high probability neon green trade, scalp trade over here. But because we've had such a big run contextually, and we're staying in front of the session levels, it's still probably going to work. I mean, I'm just basically talking myself out of a trade. Nice job. Wow, Johan, $1,800. Good job for you. Are dots and triangle the same trading? Yes. BK dots is just the general name of the indicator. It has a whole bunch of strategies inside of it. Yeah, it's a minor resistance over here, which is why I was like, I don't know if I really want to take it here, but it still would have made my scalp. All right, we're like half hour before the open. Where did we rotate to? Did I rotate? Hang on. Am I in a third? Yeah, okay, so I'm in this one. So I have like 3 more. We're going to do 3, hopefully, if we get a chance, 3 more trades on wealth charts, and then we're going to rotate back to Tradingview, to Tradeovate. That trade would have worked. I knew, as I started yapping, I'm talking myself out of a good trade. I knew I was just being a pussy. That, by the way, is like definitely a sin of mine. I should put that on the card. Don't be a pussy. Anyways, pretty good session so far. Ooh, Johan, you're a man. Good for you. Johan is like 5 for 5 on the green. Good for you. Keep going, baby. I'm glad you're enjoying the trading and the show. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys, before the open, and then we'll do the last hour. We'll go crazy for the last hour. Okay. I'll see you in just a bit. No setups for us. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I love about the market. And this is, by the way, when you scalp with me, tell me you don't see this every fucking day. Every day we see this. And this is why I love scalping, because it has zero judgment. Tell me you don't see this, that everything looks so negative and it looks like it's going to go to zero, right? And we were over here where they were selling everything for Walmart, and you thought 29 was a done deal, like a done deal, right? That nobody's ever going to buy a stock again, right? And you were just sort of in that emotion. And that's exactly what everybody does. They start selling over here because they're convinced it's going to zero. And as soon as they're completely convinced, the market stabilizes and then just rams it up their tushy, just right up the tushy. And because we're scalping and we're just completely neutral, we're like, yeah, whichever side is winning, we're going to join that side. Whoever, we're like Italy in World War II, right? We're just going to play whichever side is going to win. That keeps us from this intraday bias of like, oh, the world is dying, or there's no way it's ever going to go down because it's just vertically going up. The markets almost always, every single day, do massive wave functions, and our job as scalpers is to surf those functions. That's what we do. We surf the functions, right? Every day, right? George saying to me, every day. Good job. All right, guys, I'll be back in a minute. Let's play some music. All right, I'm back, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Getting an interesting sell reversal here against the prior day Globex low, but we're late, so no trade over here. Would have been an interesting trade. Oops, I think I have my, why is this, for some reason this is getting cut off, right? There we go. Okay, you guys can see this now much better. Okay, cool. I think, let me just see something. Hang on a second, guys. All right, I think this is a little better. You guys will be able to see the full screen this way. Okay, we're good to go. Sell scalp over here. So totally legit trade for us. It was high probability, not going to turn low probability, but let's see. We're going to take it. Let's see if this is going to work for us. $15 minutes to the open. $40, $33. I'm gonna flatten out over here because I don't want to trade in front of the New York Open. So pretty much for the next 10-15 minutes, we're gonna stop and watch the price action. Price action always gets very jumpy 10 minutes beforehand. So if it doesn't get done in the first minute, we let it go. So that's fine. That actually worked. Not full trade, but good enough. We'll rotate to the 82. I think we have like only 2 more left in this. Yeah, we only have like 2 more left in well charts for this is to be 2 rotations through the accounts, and then we'll go trade trade of 8. Yes, the Discord community is going to be opening up very, very soon. As early as like maybe this weekend. I'm just doing one final database thing on the Discord, and then hopefully we're going to be able to open it up to everybody. And yes, there'll be a private Discord community and a public one, and the channel is all built out, but we're just doing the onboarding data, so it'll be really good. This actually would have worked to full target. I just didn't want to didn't want to hang around before the New York Open. So we got 15 minutes before the market opens up. See how we play out here, and see how we trade. ATR compressed a little bit to like 11, so that's pretty good. I don't have daily payout goals because that's another guaranteed way to destroy yourself. Because you start chasing the goal and not the trade. So I don't have any targets at all. My target is the win rate. That I chase the win rate because if I chase the win rate, the profits take care of themselves, right? If you're 71% break even and you're 82% win rate, that's all you need to know to run a business. Then it's just a matter of selling as many widgets as you can. So I chase the win rate, not the target. And it's also very different. Like Johanna just did it, $1,800 on the day today because he's trading larger size, right? It all depends on what size, what accounts, whatever else you want to do. But DJ, what I trade is I chase the win rate, and then I let the calendar take care of itself. Now we have coaching every 2 weeks, which is going to be coming up not this Saturday but the next Saturday. So I'll have the link for everybody to sign up. That's another thing that's coming up. We're going to have the coaching link for you guys also. And there we discuss that in much more detail, and I'll be happy to discuss more details with you. But the broad general thing is I chase the win rate. Yep, exactly. It's a much healthier, at least it's a much healthier way for me to run the account than the other way. This is like, isn't this like a really interesting exercise, guys, to extract every negative mistake we make, like regret minimization structure, where just like a computer, you extract every mistaken behavior you do. You isolate it, and then you try to improve it by reducing its frequency. Yeah, correct. Now, by the way we trade eval versus fund is completely different. So again, what you see me do is trade my funded accounts. The eval, it's complete cowboy. The whole point of eval is one and done. Next week we're going to do a lot of evaluations to funded strategies in that 10 to 12 hour. That's the other interesting thing is that behavior is 180-degree different in eval to funded in order to be successful. So this is all rules that are applicable much more to the funded accounts, not to the eval accounts. Time is it? We have 10 minutes to go. Just chilling and grilling. Green diamond, not of any interest for us because it's not within any context, but interesting that the buyers continue to hold this. It should be interesting to see. I'm actually super interested to see if the London lows are going to be revisited. And if not, then I think the market is just going to be shocked that we go to 29.6, 29.7. Those of you guys who are with us know that we also publish like a twice a day newsletter that covers the markets. So let's just see what it says there. Hawker spook crude jumps high. Yeah, it's really all about Walmart signals consumer strength, but not really because it signals consumer weakness. UAE cuts all trade ties with Iran following renewal hostilities, lifting crude to a 3-week high. That's what it was. How come I didn't catch that on? Huh. Oh, fuck, we didn't catch that headline. I was wondering why oil is just so high. Is that right? Did Walmart surge and then did we fuck up the analysis on Walmart? Really? Seriously? No, it's down. Pre-market is 104. It was wrong. Yeah, so the market is selling off Walmart down 9.4. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't quite get that piece of it right, but the other stuff was interesting on Iran and everything else. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the news on Twitter. Okay. See that headline about Iran threatening U.S. targets in Europe? That should be, if they do terror attacks in Europe, that's going to be really interesting. That could be the August, September spike in the markets that could really, really rock everything. Oh, discount code for, sorry guys, I totally forgot about discount code for Apex. I keep the discount code is BK Save. You can see it in the thing, but let me give it to you right now. It's BK Save. That will give you the highest discount possible on anything. So we're just chilling, waiting for the market to open. 5 minutes to go. No trades so far. Things have really calmed down a lot. ATR went from 20 to about 11. Low is 240. London high is like way up there, right? London high is like 600. I think London pretty much encapsulates the full 24-hour cycle, right? London high is 672. So there's a lot of ground to cover between this VWAP, Tokyo lows, London highs. All of those moves have to be work through if we're going to rally. Yeah, the our friends at Flux have the biggest discount. So if you want the dots, here's the link to Flux. They have some big discounts, especially if you sign up for the annual pass. Challenging the prior day lows at 375. Four minutes away from the open. Opening range today should be much bigger than usual because we've had a really big swing in the market. I think actually the swing is what, 270 to around 600, 300 point swing, about 1% swing pre-market. That's a big move. One minute to the open, guys. No, you can, the challenges have like a 30-day expiry. So, you can absolutely wait. You buy them now, and if you use them next week, you're fine. Remember when we were doing one and done, we couldn't care less. We burn those challenges in a day, so we're not really constrained by that 30-day rule. If you're going to grind out the accounts, then having full 30 days is good. But almost, you're almost never going to grind it out on the evals. The grinding is for the payouts. All right, we are market open coming up. Let's see what the trades are. I imagine we got to have at least 100-point spread here. Oh, look at this, very tepid open. Wow, I really thought we'd have 100-point open. It's not even like 60. That is very low compression. Okay, let's see how it plays out. So pushing through the prior day Globex low. If we hold above those levels, that's probably going to be a good. There we go. The second candle is a more. There we go. That's a 100-point candle. I guess the market was just a little tepid here. No signals for us just yet. Sort of a big breakout candle, but for us to have a candle for us to be confident that the level is held, is we want a green diamond above the level, like holding above the level. And right now we just don't have it. Like a good example of this would be, oh, we don't even have it here. There's no green diamonds here. It's interesting. The only green diamond was like right very, very late on the move here. Now we have a red diamond failing at the New York high. Not quite a trade. No, Rick, it's all built into the triangle already. We'd have to look at the indicator itself is just there for context. It's already built into the trade. Things are a little quiet. All right, what's the bet here? Will we hit VWAP first or London low first? Type in your choice. We have a well, not quite. If this gives me a red diamond against New York high, I'll short this. I just want to make sure that it stays red diamond. trade. That's why we have to wait for the candle close. Never rush. Possible signal here. Gotta wait. Again, whoa, markets are just like buyers, sellers, just totally sweeping up and down, going the other way. If this stays like this, green diamond, we're going to go long because this is going to be a second green diamond above the prior day highs. So we're going to take the move if it gets up there. All right, we're in the trade. Let's see if we can get the move up. I was early. Too fucking early. There we go. Come on. Move. Boom, I'm out. I'm out because I fucked up the trade. I was just not patient enough. But anyways, it hit target. So that was good. Every time I'm early, right? Every time, just be patient for the close. That would have been much easier to resolve. So we took like a little bit of it. Astrologer says London low. You think London low, huh? It looks like we're closer to VWAP, astrologer. But maybe you're right. We'll see. We'll see if we reverse. Anyways, we have one last trade on the wealth charts, and then we're going to rotate back up to Tradingview. Very nice. Okay. Look at this. Everybody's saying London low, and the market has gone VWAP. You guys would have lost on Kalshi. Does anybody? I'm actually curious. Anybody trade Kalshi or Polymarket? Anybody make bets on those exchanges? And if you have, what have you bet, and how's it been? I'm curious. Ten minutes into the open, stalling in front of the VWAP. We get a red dot here, red diamond. It definitely would be worth the short. Fresh New York high. There's the red diamond. 43 seconds left. Let's see if this holds. $18 seconds on the clock. I'm going to really try to be patient here and wait till the countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sell. Boom, we're done. We're done. And we guys are, which account did I trade this in? 82? Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, good. Let me run let me just run the tally for wealth charts, because this was the last of the wealth charts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10, 1. So 10 out of 11. 10 out of 11 on wealth charts, which is 90.9% hit rate, which is where we really want to be. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 10 out of 11 for London, for New York, basically, on wealth charts, which is equal to 90.9%. That is pretty good. So we did 90.9% on wealth charts. We can rotate back out now. I'm gonna close out wealth charts now. I'll trade a little bit left on Tradingview and see what we can do here. See if we get any more signals here. Anybody take that trade with me? Anybody bank that little scalp? Yes, no? Good job, Neil. Wow, really slowed down on the price action here a little bit. Yeah, because we were selling against the New York high. It was a different reason, Claudio. It wasn't a. It was basically, I'm basically trading session levels at scalps right now. I talked about this earlier, mainly because I didn't want to be on both sides of the market because of the apex rules. So I had to modify things. Good job, Hound Dog. Good job, everybody. Oh, it feels like the market is slow, but it's not really that slow. ATO 31. Let's see if we get one more signal before we got to go. There's another red dot signal. Or my 84. I'm in the 84 account. Sorry. There I am. There we go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Very nice move here. Oh, this was really? Huh. Okay. I'll take it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a really, really good session. So 10 out of 11 on wall charts. And actually, this was 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 negatives. So 7 out of 10, right? Yeah. Is there 10 here? Hang on, no. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So there was 9 trades that we did. Added one more trade, so there was 10. It was 6 out of 9. Now it's 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 in 7 out of 10 on Trade of 8 today. 11, about 10 out of 11. So if we just add those, that's 17 divided by 21. 80.9, which is good, which is exactly where I want it to be. And this is with a kind of really bad performance early. So 80.9% for the day. That's really pretty good. 17 out of 21 for trades, 21 trades, which is a lot. So it's pretty much basically 4 trades an hour, 21 trades. Everything kind of lines up to where we want to be in terms of the numbers. And made minimal amount of mistakes. I made some mistakes, but just minimal amount of mistakes. Still plenty of the day left. If you guys have time, there's plenty of day left to trade more. I'm going to leave you guys to that. But we did a good job today. Today has been a really, really good day in terms of putting the whole idea of regret minimization to task, making least amount of errors possible that we could. Not that we could. I made a few errors, but much less than I usually do. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Any last questions for me? Anything else? We're going to be back tomorrow, 6 to 10. And remember, next week we're going to do one and dones. We're going to do tons of one and dones. So get ready for that. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.